Been a hot minute, but we back to unbox more figures, baby. So yeah, the figures came in this like plastic wrap thing.
Bruh.
Didn't really come in a box. It got shipped out like this. Shout out to the worst shop. Anyway, first figure, Erika Amano Noodle Stopper. She is from a couple of cuckoos. If you guys don't know the show, it's a really good romance harem type. I'm a sucker for harems, and I'm a sucker for Erika Amano. Best girl, honestly, don't know. They're all best girls.
Look, you're a simp.
What's new about this Noodle Stopper? It actually comes in, I forgot what this is called, but it comes in this. It's not like the regular price figure things where it's just like in a box and there's cardboard inside so it doesn't move around. This really feels like a premium noodle stopper just from like the packaging alone. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a price freaking figure and it does look like a price figure, but that's okay because the packaging alone makes the price worth it. The hair feels kind of flimsy, but it does look okay. I mean, like, they tried to do like the translucent transition to like the full thing. I mean, they did a pretty okay job. It's not like Echidna over there. It's not like that at all. So much better than that because you can kind of see it going from like this solid color going to translucent. It's kind of nice, Oh, and she's also in like a Christmas outfit. I thought I was gonna get this in December, but like I said earlier, I pre-ordered this from a shop that's very shit. I hate them with all my freaking heart. They shipped it out like this, fam. No box or anything. Moving on to the figure itself, though. It's just kind of weird to me that like the tights and the color of her skin kind of like are of the same shade. They're both like the same white. Especially around her like belly part. It's super white. But like on top of like her chest, it kind of looks more like skin. It's really weird, but it's totally fine because it, like I said, it's just a noodle stopper anyway. I just really bought her to have some representation of the show, but I ended up pre-ordering a freaking bunny figure anyway. Which is also why I haven't been making more videos because I spent all of my money on freaking pre-orders. Bam, 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 money gone. But yeah, she's in her like Santa costume Christmas thing. I actually find that really cute. I think this is my first festive figure ever, like a holiday related figure ever, and I really like the way the contour is and all the folds on the skirt, the folds and creases on everything. The color is really nice too. Only thing I really don't like about the color, like I said, is the color of her tights kind of look like the color of her skin on her belly, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and of course I got the other girl figure. There is a little something on the bottom, which I will not show because that is wrong. That is wrong. Okay, that is wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, and if you guys know about the show, let me know down below who your best girl from the show is. Because I honestly can't decide. I honestly like all three of them. Next figure. I got Dazai and also got Chuya. Because you can't have one without getting the other one. So Bunga Stray Dogs is airing again this season. It's the 4th season. Don't sleep on it. I personally think 2nd season is the best one with the best opening too. I love Bungo. This is my first like Bungo merch ever. I don't know why it took me this long to buy like anything Bungo. What? Now that I have them, absolutely freaking love them. I don't know what it is, man, but I just really like their character design. I mean, like the cloak. I feel like I'm just a sucker for cloaks and like flowy stuff in the bag. That's why I display all my high-Q like leader captains with their cloak thing. And I wish that high-Q did the same thing with Chuya, where it kind of just like hangs on his shoulders and it doesn't really have to attach. Then it kind of just opens in the bag right here so you can stick the stand connector thing. Absolutely love that. And his cloak is so freaking sick, man. It's so freaking sick. The black on the back and like the purple lining inside. Absolutely love it. Matches his suit really well. I mean he is wearing like a 3-piece suit anyway, but it's just so cute in Android form too, along with the hat and the gloves. Absolutely love it. I also like the fact that he does come with a decent amount of accessories and a decent amount of poses that you can do, and he also has 3 freaking faceplates, fam. Of course, gotta have the default smiling one, and I just have him here posted pointing his fingers like forward like this. I mean, he can point like this, like a normal person, but he's pointing like this. Style, bro. Oh, and I also really like that his hat thing, his top hat, just sits on top of his head. Doesn't really fall off. Fits his head perfectly because it is like art or whatever it is to make it fit his head perfectly too. What I kind of don't like about this Android though, it's like the hair sculpt. For some reason, it kind of seems lacking to me. I know it's accurate, but I just don't think it translates well to an Android form, if you know what I mean. But his expressions really do translate amazingly. There's this one where he's like going insane like he does and is holding the knife, just about to kill you. Bro, that's absolutely perfect. Absolutely love this pose. It's just so dynamic that adds like another level to an Android of all things. Also this pose where it's kind of becoming like a tsundere. You know I love my tsunderes, bro. You know I freaking love them. Which is why I also really love this faceplate. And you can have him pointing like a normal person this time with a faceplate of a tsundere. I love it. And you can have his legs kind of like doing this, you know what I mean? It's just super freaking cute. I absolutely love this pose. But my favorite chuya pose of all the poses that you can do with this one where he's taking his gloves off, bro, this just doesn't even feel like an Android. It feels like a figure with the way the pose is designed. It feels like a scale figure, but like super small. I don't know if I'm just stripping or whatever it is, but it to me just looks so freaking amazing. Again, it just adds another level to an Android of all things. At first, I was really hoping to get Dazai just to get like a representation from the show to have in my collection. But when I looked up like Chuya's Android, I just had to get him. It's so good. But anyway, now we have to talk about Dazai. See, what I really like about Dazai is that it's so easy to display and the coat that he's wearing doesn't come off. I mean, it doesn't really take it off in the show, so it makes sense. But I love how dynamic it looks in the Nendoroid form. It kind of is like flowing in the back, and it's kind of like hanging loose like that. You know, anime-defying physics again. And like the straps just flowing everywhere. Kind of wish that you could move the straps around to make it more dynamic, but I can imagine it being a pain in the ass to display like that. So good on you, Good Smile, for not making this Nendoroid a pain in the neck to poke. At first, I was debating whether to get this version of Dazai or to get like the Pork Mafia version because it is more iconic. And honestly, I just like the brown coat better than the black suit overall. And I know I said I didn't really like Chuya's like hair sculpt, but for some reason, Dazai's like basic ass hair, I somehow really like it. I think I'm just like a simp for Dazai, which is weird because it's not even like one of my husbandos. I say that, but he's on like my shaker cup right here. I mean, to be fair, I do have some basic ass stickers on my shaker cup anyway. Oh, and just like Chuya, he does come with a lot of faceplates. Does come with a basic one, but the basic one looks super fire because he has his hands in his pockets. That's what I really like about these two. Like, you can make their default like poses absolutely sick. They're not just gonna be like how every other Nendoroid comes out of the box. And Dazai does come with like just a couple accessories. There's this one where I can't figure out. It's this ball thing. Like, what even is this? It's been so long since I've seen Dazai in the show, bro. So I don't know what this is, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to make him hold it. And yes, I do keep my Nendoroids in like Ziplocs because I don't like to keep them in their boxes because the boxes are just like so big and they take up so much space. And the only other accessory that it comes with is the book that he always reads, which you can make him pose like he's just normally reading it, or you can make him like cover his mouth, which is my favorite pose of this Nendoroid. It's absolutely super freaking cute. Speaking of cute, just look at this freaking pose right here. Look at him, he's just so freaking happy. Look at Dazai just smiling like everything is fine and he doesn't want to kill himself. Amazing, absolutely love it. And also he has this pose with this faceplate where he can just like point and stuff. They really like pointing in Bungo, huh? I guess they really like to point. Which is why I also got Chuya pointing out like this. I guess they just really like to point in Bungo. And I also really want to point out that Bungo is actually really good. I swear to God. Like Hekai Sensen. It's kind of like the same vibe. It's absolutely amazing. Just go watch it. Alright, next figure. I don't know if you guys have been looking forward to this one right here, but I sure was. And it's Guts for freaking Berserk. Pop-Up Parade. Large, bro. Large. It's Pop-Up Parade L. Good Smile's been making like bigger pop-up parades and I'm all for it. I know that like the freaking details and the quality for pop-up parades have been dropping from what I've seen in the figure community. Let's just hope it's not the case for this and it's not a giant freaking L. So I'm not sure if this is like the first large one or it could have been like a fairy tale one, like hers or whatever. But this was the first one that I like. And it comes with like an actual box this time, not like the pop-up parades where they come in like a clear plastic box. And bro, this actual, holy shit. Almost dropped it. Oh my god. This is freaking massive. I didn't expect it to be like this. I know it's large, but I didn't expect it to be this large. It actually feels like a scale figure. And I'm pretty sure that's like Good Smile's goal and everything. So I say good job, Good Smile. Please don't fall. Oh no. Black sword. What a black swordsman. Bro, this is kind of huge. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of huge. Ooh, I'm so excited to have Guts. It's so weird that they didn't even cover his face. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so sick. Just so sick. It's so sick. The packaging is perfect. It really protected the figure. It's so freaking sick. I just hate that it comes with a normal pop-up parade base. Why do we have to have the shape all the time? Give us a better base, Good Smile. Take a look at that, bro. It's just like Batman. It's freaking Batman. And it comes with another head. This head kind of has like a more subtle eye thing where it's not that red. This one's just like bloodshot red. Oh, and it comes off pretty easily too, just like that. Freaking gorgeous right here. Bro. The details on the sword as well are really sick. Paint job. It's pretty okay. Could have been better on the blade itself. But everything else looks nice. I like that the handle and this part looks really ragged and it looks used and it translates well in figure form. And it doesn't just look dirty. It looks used. It's like normal wear and tear of what you'd expect from a swordsman. Really nice, really nice. Just really wish that the blade was painted better because you can tell that it's just been painted. How the fuck do you make him hold it though? Oh, and I finally figured out how Guts holds it because his hand doesn't open up. So you just pull the hand like this part out. Then you push this in like so. Makes a squeaky sound. You push this back in. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Oh no. So I broke it. Fuck my life. See, it snapped right there. Well, fuck. That sucks. The plastic was like very freaking soft. It's kind of just like snapped off. That freaking sucks. Anyway, I'm just gonna like. Oh, that sucks, bro. That sucks. I hate that. Figure. Focus on the figure. Just focus on the figure itself. So Guts is mounted on this like rocky platform thing with his cape flowing down all the way to the platform and flowing back up again here. Really makes the figure look more dynamic. And I absolutely am all for that. I really love my dynamic looking figures, so I just don't really despise like people just standing around and doing nothing. It's actually why I freaking love this, and the details are absolutely immaculate. Like his armor all around, detailed all the way through. The lines, you can see them all. Even like the thing that he wears under his armor is also really detailed. They all have like this line thing going on for it, but it looks absolutely amazing. And since it's like all the way around, it's kind of consistent, and you can tell that they really poured their hearts out on making this figure. Maybe not on the sword, because my sword already broke, and like I said, the blade kind of sucks. But Guts himself looks absolutely amazing. Even the cape, bro, like the painting on the cape The coloring on it's absolutely amazing. I know I've been saying amazing a lot, but it is amazing. Because there's like subtle hints of like this yellowish green tone all the way around. So it doesn't just look like plain black. Adds a little bit more color, which adds a little bit more depth to the figure itself. And the overall figure, I don't know if it like translates well into the camera, but it's not purely all black. There are some darker hints of black and like a little grayish areas. So overall, it just doesn't look like, you know, Batman. Even the details on the rock, it's like a little bit worn out in front and on the back. It's not that worn out, but like the subtle hints of like it getting hit and like getting like scratched and stuff, you can tell too. They didn't really have to do it like that, but they did. So I'm just gonna consider this the base of this black thing. I don't know. See, it's such a disappointment that the rock's like super detailed, but then it just goes down to like this black shaped thing. They could have just like made this a rock too. I don't know if that would have been asking too much, but that would have made the figure like 100 times better. Also really love the pose that Guts is in. It's just so dynamic and just like it's This isn't a pop-up parade L. It's a pop-up parade W, bro. Well, except the part that I broke off the handle thing. Bro, it sucks. I just wanted him to hold his sword, man. I just wanted him to hold his freaking sword and it broke off of me like that. Well, I guess life is pain. Life is pain. New clothes, 3 more Nendoroids. Let's go. Got Komi from Komi-san Can't Communicate. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed with this Nendoroid. I honestly didn't even like the show at first until the second season. Second season bangs. And the ED bangs so hard for the second season as well. Sad to say, this Nendoroid doesn't really bang. See, Komi doesn't really express that many emotions since she can't really communicate, as you can tell from the title. But she does come with 3 faceplates. One where she has this poker face, which in the show, people just think she's like a cold-hearted queen or whatever. Then we have that same faceplate, but now she's blushing underneath, which is like the red blush under her eyes on her cheeks. I do gotta say though, it is cuter. It is like so much cuter than just like cold-hearted faceplate, as I'd like to call it. Komi also has this other faceplate, which is more like, you don't really know how to describe it, but her eyes go big and she doesn't have a mouth. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's pretty okay in Android form. It is cutesy. I guess my issue is, yeah, she doesn't just really express much as a character, so this isn't really on Good Smile. I think it's a me issue, because they actually did a pretty good job with accessories and stuff. They included a bunch of stuff like her bag for school and a piece of paper where she writes, because she can't really communicate with people. But my main issue with this is actually the cat ears. You know I love me some cat ears. Like everyone knows that. Who doesn't love cat ears? But her cat ears, they come, it's so painful to me when like accessories like on top of their head, like hats and stuff, come with a thing, like this plastic thing that you just insert in between their head so it stays in place. I hate that, because what happens when it gets folded, which really happens, by the way, it freaking happens over time, it sucks. And they fall off, they don't really stay there that much. You just have to like never move the Nendoroid again in order for the cat ears to stay. And I freaking hate it, because Komi looks so cute with the freaking cat ears. And honestly, I really like Komi's design, bro. Like the ties and the uniforms, it's super cute. The cat ears would have been like the cherry on top, but no. Good Smile was like, nah, we're gonna revert back to our old ways and use this like clear plastic thing that you just have to pin in between the headpiece. Which is why we're moving on to the next Nendoroid, which is Asahi Azumane. Oh, and can I just say that this is super cute on the box, where like the volleyball is covering his name. I don't know why, but it's like a nice touch. So like every other Haikyuu Nendoroid, Asahi does come with a volleyball and the piece of the court as the base. And Asahi is my second favorite character in Karasuno, which is why I really had to get this Nendoroid. So blessed that he re-released. And what's even more sick is that he comes with 2 hair pieces, bro. And two neck joints. So you can just buy like a split of his body and you can have like 2 displays for him. That's so sick. I might do that, honestly. I might do that. First hairpiece is the one where he has his hair tied, where he doesn't have the headband around him. Gotta say, this is the more classic look, but I do prefer the other one. Because this one's just kind of like basic to me. A little bit. Not saying I don't like it, but I really do like it. I like his character so much. And I like how he doesn't look like a high schooler because of his like facial hair. His facial hair does show in all of his 3 face plates. First one being him just smiling as the default one, which is kind of okay. I kind of like it. Then he has another one where he's like classic Asahi, where he's kind of like scared or nervous or whatever, breaking down. Absolutely love that one. It's just, I don't know why it's so funny to me when he freaks out. It's a thing. I guess I'm a haiku fan. Now we finally have the Ace of Karasuno faceplate where he's actually serious and he's ready to spike that ball. And I absolutely love it. I mean, he doesn't really move much in Nendoroid form, so his poses are kind of limited to just like spiking and stuff, which is kind of meh. But I guess you could like switch their limbs, right? Like the Karasuno members' limbs, because there's really no differentiation. So you can kind of have a lot of poses. Actually, you can like change everything, even like their shorts and below, because they don't have numbers on there. It's really just their jersey number on their torso and their chest. Pretty much it. So you can pretty much interchange their limbs, which is a nice idea that I'm only thought about now. I don't know why, which I probably will do in the future. But anyway, moving on to his better hairpiece, in my opinion. This one with the headband actually inspired me in high school to wear a headband the same way, because I had like longer hair before, like a little longer than this. Then I used to play sports too. So whenever I played sports, I just like wore a headband here like a dumbass. Because I did not look anything like Asahi. I looked like a dumbass. And last and definitely not the least, because I honestly think this could be a contender for like Nendoroid of the Year. This could definitely be Nendoroid of the Year. And it's Tengen freaking Uzui from Demon Slayer. Bro, it took me 30 minutes to film B-roll for this. That's how many accessories there are, and I didn't even use everything. I didn't use everything to pose him in every pose possible. I used like the ones I like only, and it took me 30 minutes to film it. So like Asahi, Tengen comes with 2 hair pieces and 2 neck joints. So again, you can just buy a split for the body and display him as that. I actually only need the top part because he comes with like a second pair of like legs, bro. The second pair of legs is kind of like him bending down, not like kneeling down, which is so sick because he does that in the show and you could like replicate it as an Nendoroid. I love when they do that. And Tengen also comes with 2 pairs of swords. There's one where you can make him hold the swords like he's about to fight, and there's one where the swords are sheathed behind his back, which looks super sick. I'm not gonna lie, the details on it are actually amazing. The chain to hold the swords together actually move, and they actually feel like chains. They're made of plastic, but they look like chains and they move like chains. So chains. What would have been even more sick is that his like beads here, if they move too, like how the chains did. But I do understand that'll be hard to do since like, you know, gravity and stuff. And even as a Nendoroid, this dude is buff as hell. You can see his delts popping out, ready to like kill you. Bro, that's so sick. This Nendoroid is so freaking cool. I absolutely love it. And he also has a plethora of hands in which you can make him pose in different types of way as well, where he's like holding his chin and you can just like transition that to pointing to himself. Bro, that's so sick. I know I've said sick so many times for Tengen. It's just how cool he is. And his Nendoroid is so freaking cool too. Not gonna lie though, his faceplates are a little bit underwhelming compared to all the accessories that he has, and even like the hair split, because the hair is actually like molded really well, it's sculpted really well too for both hair pieces. Personally prefer the one with more hair sticking out when he's kind of like in mid battle. I personally prefer that over the first one because this just reminds me of how good the 3rd season is. For Demon Slayer, I'm counting as the 3rd season because Mugen Train kind of is the 2nd season because, you know, they had like a TV release. I also wish that they made him a little taller, just like a little more than every other Nendoroid, because he is like way taller than everyone in Demon Slayer. Like way taller. But my absolute favorite pose of Tengen is this one where he's like zooming forward with like the 2 circles behind him. Bro, the amount of poses that you can do with this Nendoroid, it's so dynamic. It's like it's an actual figure. It's like a Figma at this point with the amount of poses that you can do and the amount of accessories that it has. I love it so much. If you guys like Demon Slayer, if you guys like Tengen, definitely pick this up. Pick him up. 100% worth all the money. This Nendroid is absolutely goated. And if you enjoyed this video, you're also really goated. And you know what'll make you even more goated if you like and subscribe. Deuces, peace, bye.